Most money problems in relationships aren't actually about money. They're about assumptions that were never said out loud. A lot of couples think they're on the same page financially because they're not actively fighting about it. But silence doesn't mean alignment, it usually just means avoidance. So let's talk about the conversations people avoid and why they matter more than the math. The first one is this: what does money actually represent to you? Security, freedom, status, control, peace. Most people assume their partner views money the same way they do. They usually don't. So when one person wants to save aggressively and the other wants to enjoy life a little bit more, this is not a discipline problem. That's a values conversation that never happened. You're not arguing about money, you're arguing about what money means. The second conversation people avoid is this: what are we actually optimizing for right now? Are we optimizing for cash flow or long-term growth, flexibility or stability? Most couples never say this out loud. They just start making decisions and assume they're aligned. One person wants to max out every retirement account. The other wants breathing room in the budget. Neither one is wrong. They're just solving different problems. The tension shows up when no one names a goal. The third conversation is the hardest. What scares you financially? This is where people shut down. Fear of running out, fear of losing control, fear of repeating childhood patterns, fear of being dependent, fear of being the responsible one forever. People don't avoid this conversation because it's complicated. They avoid it because it's vulnerable. But unspoken fear drives more financial behavior than spreadsheets ever will. And then there's the quiet conversation most couples never really have. What happens if life doesn't go as planned? Job loss, career changes, health issues, kids needing more than expected, or parents needing help? Most couples plan for success. Very few plan for disruption. And that's where things like emergency savings, insurance decisions, beneficiary choices, and flexibility in saving suddenly matter a lot more than perfect optimization. Here's the thing: you don't need to solve all of this in one conversation. You don't need to agree on everything, and you definitely don't need a perfect system. You just need to stop assuming, because the strongest financial plans aren't built on perfect math. They are built on a shared understanding. That's it for this week. Happy Valentine's Day. This is Jeannie, the 401k lady.